I remember when I went to make Spy Kids, the studio was like, but why are you making them Hispanic? Why don't you just make them American? Well, they are American. They're Hispanic American.
That was actually the conversation that they had with you.
Because they understand they've never seen it before.
Right.
And you can't imitate until someone does it first. No one had ever, you couldn't point to a movie that had ever done it.
Right.
So this was the first.
Yeah.
So I said, no, they're American. It's based on my family. We speak English.
We're American.
But don't you think it might just appeal only to Latins then? It goes, I don't think so. But I couldn't point to anything that had already existed.
Right. Well, a lot of time's passed since then.
So then I finally said, okay, I came up with an argument. This is good. You don't have to be British to enjoy James Bond. And they went, oh. So yeah, by making it that specific, it becomes universal. So I said, okay, let's try it. And then there's like 4 of those now in a TV series. But you have to be, someone had to be first. But if I wasn't Hispanic, if I had just made them Hispanic, and they had said, you got to change that, I probably would have folded to get my movie made. That's why you need a filmmaker. That's why I've been trying to train more filmmakers. Because you can go pick it all you want and say cast more, diversity, but you need the voices to do it with authenticity.
Right.
To write a role that actually is written for, so that it actually can resonate.
Robert Rodriguez is a Mexican-American, born in San Antonio, Texas, to parents of Mexican descent, and he strongly identifies with and incorporates his heritage into his films, creating a unique blend of American and Mexican culture in his work. Like El Mariachi, Desperado, and Spy Kids, he's known as an influential Latino filmmaker who embraces both worlds, bringing Mexican culture and talent to the forefront of Hollywood.
I grew up here in Texas, you see a lot of diversity, but you didn't see it in the movies. So growing up in a family of 10 kids, there's 5 boys and 5 girls, and my sisters were badass. It'd be so strange to go to the movies and see, one, you didn't see any, positive Hispanic heroes and characters, much less heroes, and you didn't see any women heroes. It was just like so bizarre.
Right.
So I put a change. I wanted to stop that as soon as I did anything. So my daily comic strip I had here.
When you were a student at the University of Texas.
The lead character is based on my sister.
Los Hooligans, that was when you were a cartoonist for the Daily Texan. And then you made a film called Bedhead that was actually preceded El Mariachi as your sister.
My sister.
Starring your sister.
But then that character in 4 Rooms showed up again, and then it's Carmen Cortez, again based on my sister in the Spy Kids series.
Right.
And when I saw Alita, I said, oh, there's my sister character again. I got to do this movie, but that's also my daughter now.
Right.
So for those reasons, put more, when I did El Mariachi, I happened to make it in Spanish, but when I went to go do Desperado, I was shocked that there just weren't any Latin actors working in Hollywood. Because it was a systemic problem. No one was writing those roles, much less directing those roles to cast those roles.
Right.
So I realized anything I wrote, I was going to write in my own person. It was going to be a Hispanic character probably. I needed to create my own star system. So I found Antonio, was in Europe doing some stuff with Almodovar, discovered Salma Hayek, pulled Cheech out of retirement, put Danny Trejo in every movie I made until he became a star.
Right.
I had to just create
Danny
my own star
Trejo is
system.
to you what Tim Roth or Harvey Keitel is to Quentin, right? Or the Where's Wallach? Where is Danny Trejo in this movie?
Or De Niro with Scorsese.
Or De Niro with Scorsese.